7 years ago, I started our pediatric cochlear implant program at the University of Chicago. A cochlear implant, as many of you all know, is an amazing piece of technology which allows a child born deaf the ability to hear, to talk, and most importantly, to meld into this world both educationally and socially. But it wasn't long before I realized that the miraculous potential of a cochlear implant came with an asterisk, and what I would find would completely change the course of my career. While all my patients had similar potentials, I soon noticed an unsettling difference among them after implantation. Some would be talking and reading on par with their hearing peers, while others, same time out, would barely be able to communicate. And that difference almost always fell along socioeconomic lines. That stark difference was difficult to watch, and I soon began to realize what that asterisk indicated, that while cochlear implantation brought sound to a child's brain, something else was needed to make its miraculous potential a reality. And so my journey began into the wonderful but underutilized world of social sciences. And trust me, for a surgeon, that is a long journey. And what I found was a study that indicated that what I was seeing in my patient population really had nothing to do with their hearing loss, but rather the world in which they had been born. That study by Hart and Risley indicated that the critical factor in a child's ability to learn was his or her early language environment from birth to three. And what they also found was that children born into poverty by age 3 will have heard 30 million words fewer, than their more affluent peers. How did that relate to what I was seeing in my patient population? Well, I had given them all the same ability to hear sound, but for those children born into homes where there was less parent talk, those critical sounds to make those critical brain connections just didn't exist. As a consequence, their brains didn't understand that the sounds they were hearing had meaning and were meant for communication.